Good morning. Good morning. How are you? I hope you're safe and well because that really is the most important thing. Uh, some news today. You may have missed this one, but it's quite important in the wider scheme of the chemical sort of supply chain, really. There's been an explosion at Lyondell Basel acetic acid plant over in Houston, well, near Houston, LaPorte. And unfortunately, two people have died and there have been various injuries. I'm going to put that below this video now. Uh, and there just seems to have been one damn thing after another this year within the chemical world. We've had all the sort of coronavirus related incidents. We've had weather. We have this type of incident, which may or may not be related to either coronavirus or the weather. We don't know yet, or it may just be one of the routine is the wrong word, but regular process safety incidents that seem to happen more in the USA than over here in Europe. I don't know that that's simply because they've got a larger chemical industry than us these days, or whether there's something inherent in the way that they approach process safety. I have no idea. Whatever, it is bad news. And this is actually the third largest glacial acetic acid plant in the world. So in terms of the chemical supply chain, there may be knock-on effects. But it's not just things happening in the USA. It's not just things happening in India or China or wherever. There are also things happening in the EU. And I'm just going to put a link to a Leverkusen blast, which happened, I think it was yesterday. Just putting the link here. Now this is going to be a different thing because as far as I can tell, it is not a chemical processing plant. It is a waste incineration plant that's involved. Excuse me. Now we know that chemical waste places are more hazardous than normal chemical plants, and there's at least two very good reasons for that. Even if they were staffed by the same people and sort of managed to the same level. And the first reason is because chemical waste places deal with a much wider variety of wastes usually than a chemical processing plant. So they're dealing with different things, more variability, regardless of how you're processing those wastes, is going to increase the level of risk. And the other thing that may happen is that wastes are misidentified. And anybody who's dealt with chemical wastes will be sort of nodding their head in agreement. Yeah, you go in, you find a drum of something, it's been there for 20 years, it's half rusted away, the label's unreadable, people give you a guess about what might in it, chemical smells it, somebody dips some pH paper it, that kind of thing. So if you've got something and it's an unknown in effect or semi-identified, then again, that increases the likelihood that something may go wrong. So yes, as far as we can tell on the Leverkusen incident, one or two people have died and several people are missing. And again, my thoughts are with everybody who's involved in that. It just is very, very depressing to hear about these kind of things happening. Anyway, I hope that whatever you're doing today, you are going to be vigilant now and always. That state of sort of chronic unease is what we need to try and keep uppermost in our minds, whether we're directly handling chemicals or whether you're somebody like me who is just sort of helping people classify them. So I'm a step removed these days, tend not to handle chemicals so much in my own business these days. Anyway, in more cheery thoughts, our young ones video, which is, of course, not at all politically correct, even though it's about South African lentils. We do have Rick trying to be politically correct in 1980s terms. Is again going below for you. I hope you enjoy it. If you think you might be offended by it, well, don't watch it then. Whatever you're doing today, look after yourself, look after your colleagues, look after your family, look after your friends. And I hope to catch up with you again tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Bye.